Okay, so we're in the stronghold and the dragons have arrived. We're going to do Dragonflight. So we start at blue dragon, which is up here, top right. We're then going to go, if there's time, to red over here. Then we're going to go all the way down to black, who's down here, and then across to green. Hopefully we'll have time to do all 4 of them. So the idea is everybody shows up and everybody attacks the dragon. Now we have to keep an eye in the bottom left hand corner of the screen in the Alliance chat channel, because that's where instructions relating to the event will happen. When the leader of the event wants us to move and switch dragons, they'll say switch in the Alliance chat. Now what you need to do, as well as kill dragons, is you see these pillars of light. These are empowerers. The dragon gets power. Oops, I died. As soon as you die, release. People are killing the dragon. They don't want to pick you up. If you need to stand at the fireplace because you've got injuries, then that's fine. Just come back as soon as you can. So the empowerers, obviously their name is kind of suggestive of their function. They give the dragon power. So whilst they're up, the dragon is harder to kill. So it needs to be a priority that the empowerers are killed. So if you see any empowerers arrive, then kill it. Now, if you can see in the bottom left hand corner it says switch. Everybody else has switched. I was busy with the empowerers, so I'm now going to switch. And as soon as I can get on my mount, I'm going to head down to red. If you're not familiar with the stronghold, you may be better putting a waypoint on the map and following the sparkly line to take you there, or you can just follow the rest of the group. If you're in a group, just follow the rest of the crowd. And here we are at red. So it's the same principle. There is an empower up, you can see from the top. Oh, he's there. Right, somebody's killed him. He's dead. It's quite well attended today, so we're getting through the dragon quite well. And 2 more empowerers. They're not over my side. People over there can deal with them. So the idea is we try and kill all 4 dragons in the stronghold at the same time. So although we've all left blue dragon, there is a person still at blue, bringing its health down until it gets low enough that we can kill all the dragons at the same time. So when we get told to switch from here, everybody will leave apart from one person who will carry on chewing away at its health and getting it down to 0 or 1%, so that we can all the dragons can be killed at the same time. And they've just said switch again, so it's time to leave. Ouch, without running through the fire. And this time we're going to go to black, which is right down there. So that's where we're going. So we can follow everybody else because everybody's going there. If you don't know your way, just tag on the back of somebody and follow along with them. As you can tell, people who know the stronghold don't tend to use the roads. Most people go cross country, try and take the shortest possible route, because the event is timed. If you can see on the right hand side of the screen where it says the Dragonflight, we've got time remaining. We're at 4 minutes, it's coming up to 4 minutes 15. So we've got to get the remaining 2 dragons down to low enough to kill in the next 4 minutes. Well, actually, you also get an additional minute as soon as 1 dragon has been killed. So what will happen is, in the bottom left hand side of the screen, the person who's running the event will give the kill command. Once the first dragon's killed, we then get a minute on top of whatever time's remaining to kill the dragon. So it does give us a little bit longer than what it says on the screen. So it's coming down quite well. Now the thing about black is, when you die at black, it spawns a wraith. If you can see over there, there's a wraith on the field. The idea is, as soon as you die, release as quickly as possible to try and avoid the wraiths spawning. If you start getting followed by a wraith, don't run round, because that'll drag it into other people. Run away from the field and try and take the dragon with you, the wraith with you, to avoid it interfering with other people trying to get the dragon down. Empowerer's not near me. Wraith's on the field, god damn it. We'll be switching again soon. Uh-oh. Spitting at me. Right. Switch, okie dokie. Take this Empower out on the way. Right. Now we've got to head to green. So green is the worst one, really, which is why it gets left till last. It emits poison. The whole of the area is saturated with poison. It also spits poison. Yeah, it's just poison everywhere, and you've got no defense. Your armor can't save you from poison, so you'll probably die the most at green. Again, just if you die, just release and come back. If you can see the green hue in the area, that's all the poison that's in the atmosphere. And then at some point he's going to spit and put some poison underneath me. Oh, there we go. So a long jet of poison there, nicely. Here's an Empowerer. Get rid of that. And you've got to be careful, because he's sneaky. You'll be nicely going along and you'll think, why am I dying faster than... There we go. See that on the floor there? You just spat some green poison underneath me and then you just, like, melt. Ridiculous. So we've got to get back. So we're down to 20 odd seconds. The kill order should happen soon. There we go. As soon as the first dragon dies, which it has done, we get an extra minute now. 45 seconds before the dragons flee. So we're not going to get green. I think the other 3 dragons have been defeated now, from what I can see. Yeah. So we're just trying to get green down, but I doubt that we're going to get it down in time. It's still at 50%, and I don't know how long's left. 15 seconds, there you go. We're not going to get 50% off in 15 seconds. So, on this occasion, we managed to kill 3 dragons. Obviously, the more dragons we can kill, the more items we'll get. And you do get a scoreboard at the end, but it only shows the top 5. As you can see, I wasn't placed. And there was 14 players altogether. So that's Dragonflight. The Alliance holds Dragonflight 4 times per day. This is the first one. This is the one that's held at our stronghold, the Defiant Few. It's at I can't remember what time it is, Eastern Standard, but it's at 3:30 in the afternoon UK time. And then after that they're every 4 hours. So the next one is at White Nights. That'll be at 7:30 this evening UK time. Then the one after that is at Certified Legends. That's 11:30 UK time. And then 4 hours after that, it's at Shadow of the Four Kings at 3:30 in the morning UK time. Now, we will be doing Influence next. We've just got to wait and see when... Oh, now we're doing T3's Tier 3 Influence. So that's this large icon with like 3 slashes in the middle. That's a T3 heroic, so that'll be our first one. So I'll head over there. We haven't been told to go over there yet, but that's where we'll be, so I'm gonna head over there and wait. Now with Influence again, there's the person that's controlling the event. We do as we're told, basically. We turn up at the heroic and we wait until we're told to go, or whatever version of go. Different guilds use different starting words. Some say go, some say kill, some say different things. Basically when everybody else heads into the heroic, it's safe to head in. Don't get too close because you can aggro the mobs that are in there and start it prematurely and upset everybody. So it's just a matter now of waiting until Black Sabbath, who's running the event, decides it's time to head in and do the heroic. Now, an influence run consists of completion of 5 heroic encounters within the stronghold. There are various different levels of heroic encounters in the stronghold. If we look at the map, let's have a look at the list here. You can see this is the list of heroic encounters within the stronghold. This is the lowest level, the tier 1 heroic. It's for 3 or more people. If you're a level 80, you should be able to do it on your own. We've then got tier 2s, which are 5 or more people. So that's this icon. This icon here is a tier 2. That's a tier 1 as well. So we've got tier 1, that's a demonic. Tier 1, this is a tier 2. That's a tier 1. That's a tier 3. That's a tier 2. So 3 or more, 5 or more, and 10 or more. So because after Dragonflight there's usually quite a few people, we tend to do tier 3 influence runs. And you'll see as we complete it, we'll get given influence, which is basically a voucher that we can donate to the guild. So like those vouchers that we got from doing Dragonflight, like this minor wood voucher and minor surplus equipment voucher, these vouchers go into the guild coffer, and it basically gives us resources so that we can upgrade the various buildings within the stronghold and ultimately the stronghold itself. Influence is one of the types of resources that we need to do certain upgrades, and by doing the 5 heroics we will get in total 400 influence, which is the maximum that you can get per character per day. There is an exception to that. If any guild is running the Marauders event, you can get 600 influence from doing that, but that's once per week. So you can only get the 600 from Marauders once a week. You can get 400 per day per character by doing influence in the stronghold. Right, we've got a few more people turning up now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, there's maybe 9 or 10 of us. Don't actually need, if you've got a decent group, you can do this with easily do this with less than 10. It just depends on people's level. Some of these you can solo once you're level 80, depending on your item level. It may take you a while. Okay, so what's the situation? We've not had any updates yet. Is 2 minutes was the last one. I don't know how long ago that was. Oops, somebody's aggroed the locals. Now this was just a group of mobs outside the heroic, so they can be killed without activating the heroic itself. Right, so Black Sabbath has asked if everybody's here. That's to give people that are on the way an opportunity to say that they're on the way. We've now had the go. So in we go and just basically kill everything. So these heroics usually have a sort of standard way that they happen. You go in, you kill the first set of mobs that's already there. You'll then get various waves that come in. So you have to kill each wave. And you can see in the top right hand corner it's telling us what the name of the heroic is. How long's left time wise. So if you're doing it with a lower level group, you know that you've got enough time to complete it or not. And it tells us how far through it we are. How far through it we are killing the ambushers. So we're nearly done. I've just completed one of the other quests that I picked up when I got here, just by doing stuff in the stronghold. So we killed the ambushers, so we're now on the bosses. So on this occasion there's 2 bosses, one at either side. One's nearly dead, that's that one over there I think. Yeah, this is the one that's left. And once we kill this, that'll be the heroic done. There we go. So, best thing to do is collect the heroic encounter reward straight away. Now, the first time you'll get 10 heroic shards of power. You'll get 150 influence and you'll get refinement points. What you'll notice as we do each one, the amount of influence we get will reduce each time. Which is why we need to do 5 to get the 400. So our next one is over here at Bickering Beholders. It will come up there. You'll see now it's in the Alliance chat. Black Sabbath has said Beholders. So, the same process. We make our way over there. We give people time to arrive because we're all on different speed mounts. So some people have legendary mounts that run at 140%. Some people have epics which run at 110%. Some people have rares which are 80%. And some people have the uncommon which are 50%. So if somebody's on a 50% mount, it can take a while to get from one heroic to the other. So we have to give people time to get here. Which is why which is why there'll be a little bit of waiting time here. Now, because these go down quite quickly because of how many people there are, it's been asked that we use at-wills only for this particular heroic. He's just checking that everybody's here. And then we'll get the go-ahead. So you can see why they're called Bickering Beholders. They're having an argument. Right, we can go in now. So we're just using at-wills. Just because there's only 2 of them. We just have to kill these 2. We don't have to kill waves of mobs or anything. So this just gives people who aren't perhaps as strong as everybody else the opportunity to do enough damage in order to get the reward. So this time, oh, can't open it because I've got stuff in my overflow bag, which is a perpetual problem. Let's do that. Okay. Heroic encounter reward. This time I got 120 influence. 150 first, 120 second. Next time it'll be 75, I think. So if we look on the map, we're going now to here. No sympathy. And it's been said in the Alliance chat, no sympathy. So that's where we're going. Again, you can just follow everybody else. If you're not familiar with the area, follow the people in your group. Or just follow the crowd generally. Again, no sympathy is a heroic that has just a couple of larger mobs. You don't really I think you do get a few little ones that turn up, but not many. Sometimes they'll say at wills only on no sympathy, sometimes not. So again, just keep your eye out in the Alliance chat for specific instructions. There we've got the all here question, sorry. And we're being attacked by devils, because that's where we are. Yep, at wills only, please. So again, we're just using our at wills, which is R1, R2 and L2 button. It's spitting fire at me. So you can see the time in the top there is over 20 minutes. It might seem a lot. It is a lot when you've got a big group of hard-hitting people like this. But if you wanted to test your character and you came down here and did this yourself, it might actually take you 20 minutes. So let's check. Okay, this time we get 75. Third event, 75. Next time it'll be 35. So we're going back to Hideaway Crisis now. It shouldn't take people long to get here for this one, so hopefully we won't be hanging about too long. Somebody's aggroed things. Oh, it's devils, isn't it? More devils getting in the way. So we've had the all here check. And we can go. So because this is one of the larger ones, we don't have to worry about just doing at wills. You can use everything you've got in your arsenal, although because there's so many people it's not really necessary. I tend to just use one at will and one encounter every now and then. Just because there's so many people here, don't actually need to use a lot of powers. Okay, and we can see on the right hand side how close we are to finishing this. So we're at 80% now with the ambushers. Shall I put this down? Wait for the boss. Here we go. Here come the bosses. Let's get some rain on this guy. Oh, he's moving. Ah, now what you've got to look out for is these things. Obviously we get gold and items drop on the floor, but sometimes a little pile of gold will also be a little voucher, which I can't add to my inventory because I've got no room. Let me convert some stuff to refinement. Make space for that. Because it's only a minor, it's not even a minor, it's a white voucher. It'll probably be worth one of whatever. But it's one. Okie dokie, so that was the fourth one, I think. 35, yeah. So the last one, back to Bickering Beholders. And this will give me 20 influence, and that will be in total my 400. Now there is actually all but one of the heroic encounters, or the T3 heroic encounters, tier 3 heroic encounters, all but one of them are in the south of the stronghold, and the one that's in the north is up at Red Dragon, but we haven't had that one today, which is good because it's a long trek up there from down here. Oops. So the one that turns up... Oh, that was weird. The one that turns up there is called Giants Among the Dead, I think. And as you can appreciate from down there where we were, it's like going from Black Dragon to Red Dragon. Yeah. It's a long way. So it is better when we end up with all the heroics that we do for influence being down at the bottom, because it means we don't have to traipse all the way up to the top of the map. Now, again, we're at Beholders, so it's at wills only with this many people. I have to be careful because it's so tempting to use my encounters, but I'll be in trouble if I do. Yes, it is a cool game. You are very correct indeed. So I'll claim my heroic encounter reward if I can. Oops. And that gave me 20 influence and a little bonus refinement points for completing the 5. And now we're done. So it's back to the guild hall to donate what we can into the guild coffer. Oh, whoops, I've just run into a wall. Thanks very much for that. I've been playing the game for quite a while, so I'm fairly familiar, but you can never know everything about this game. That's the thing, is it's a very in-depth game with a lot to learn. I could just use the roads, but I'm used to I'm used to going across country all the time. I'm playing on PS4. Okay, so what I did when I first turned up in the stronghold was I collected all quests that were available to me and did some as I went around. So now that I'm back here, I can hand in the quests that I've completed, which will again give me stuff to put in the guild coffer. I don't want to invite. Okay, so that's a couple of quests I've done for the ranger. So now we go up to the back. Actually, before we go up there, what I'm going to do is, with Dragonflight, we were awarded, amongst other things, some fangs of the Dragonflight. So what you want to do is come to the outfitter every now and then and check how many fangs of the Dragonflight you've got. So if you go down to where it says anything besides equipment for sale, and then click on fangs of the Dragonflight, if you see I've got 22 fangs of the Dragonflight. The maximum you can have is 50. So you need to make sure you don't reach your maximum, otherwise you end up missing out on them. So I'm going to buy a bag of rough astral diamonds for 20 fangs, and I'll open it. Just to answer your question in the chat, I'm in the Defiant Few Guild on PlayStation 4. So let's open that bag of astral diamonds and see how much we got, if I can find it. Where did it go? My bags are just so full, that's trouble. Bag of rough astral diamonds, where are they? I haven't opened my key. Oh, there it is, I can see it now. So how much do we get? So 5,000 rough AD for 20 fangs of the Dragonflight. That's not bad. So up to the coffer now. Now what you want to do when you click on the coffer is, let me just get off my mount. On the left hand side you'll see that there's a list of a load of different guilds. These are all the guilds that are in the Certified Legends Alliance. The guild that you're in will have a gold star next to it. So I'm in the Defiant Few. So I highlight the Defiant Few, click on it, it takes me across to the right hand side, and then whatever I've got available that the coffer has the capacity to take from me, I will be able to donate. So what you need to do is make sure you donate stuff that you can't use for your campaigns. So anything that you're given in the Stronghold you can donate. So all these shards, you can't use them for anything else apart from donating. I know I've got a wood voucher, I've probably got a metal voucher, but the coffer is maxed out at the moment, so I can't donate those. I can donate the professions voucher. Vouchers you might as well put in the coffer because you can't use them for anything else. Do I have any gems vouchers? Don't think I have. Oh yes I have. Oh my god, I've got 2. So they can go in there. Obviously you can donate other things, you know, like enchantments and runes and stuff, but unless you don't need them, don't. Oh, you're in collateral damage. Nice. Astral diamonds, you don't tend to get vouchers for astral diamonds, but if you do professions, the gathering board, you can make astral diamond chests if you so wish, which you can then donate to the guild. So down here at the bottom is the treasures section. This is where you need to be careful what you donate, because when you donate into here, you are likely to be donating campaign currency if you're not donating vouchers. So be careful here, and really what I would suggest is, unless you've finished a campaign, don't donate any currency, just donate vouchers. So as you can see, I've got a voucher. I've also got some currency, which I'm not going to donate. I'm just going to donate the voucher. Frozen treasures. I don't have any vouchers, so I can't donate anything because I've only got campaign currency. Fey trinkets. Oh, I've got quite a few vouchers. This will free up some space in my inventory getting rid of these, won't it? Dark gifts. Again, I've got vouchers and currency. I'll just donate the vouchers. And you can see each time I donate something, I'm being given guild marks. So influence, I'm putting 71 influence in, I'll get 71 guild marks. And I also got a strong box of influence. Okay, bye. You can buy keys to open strong boxes, and it will give you vouchers to donate. If you see there, it says 5 major influence vouchers. If you open it with a key, it will be worth more, but you can just put it in as the strong box, which is what I'm going to do. And that will give it 400 influence, and I'll get 400 guild marks. Now you can see I'm at over 27,500 guild marks. The maximum number of guild marks you can have is 30,000. So I'm going to come back to the outfitter. I'm going to talk to him by clicking on the top choice, guild, PvE. I go across to accessories. Right down to the bottom, I can buy 1,000 rough astral diamonds for 1,000 guild marks. And then you can see that in the bottom, my guild mark total is going down, and on the right hand side, my astral diamond, rough astral diamond balance is going up. So what I usually do is take it down to around about 20, so I'll go just under. That means that if I need to buy anything else in the guild stronghold, I've still got enough guild marks, but I'm not going to miss out by reaching my cap and not getting the guild marks when I donate. So that has been Guild or Alliance Dragonflight. It just happens it was in our guild on this occasion. Dragonflight and Influence. If you have any questions, then please ask in guild chat or in the Alliance chatting game, or leave a comment on the video, that's fine. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.